Going on? All right, what's going on, everybody? This is uh, Tiger 4161, aka Devin Harris. And today I'm going to be doing my lecture on the truth about Lucifer and Samael from a starseed perspective, and where I got this information. Um, where I got this information came from. It was downloaded to me uh, from the the Council of Elohim. Somehow I was trying to figure out the story of what really happened, and I saw I had a vision of me being in the astral plane, and then it was like me being, and then it was like I saw myself back here on Earth, but I saw my soul star chakra open, and my soul star chakra, which is actually my first chakra, it gave me, um, yeah, it gave me the true story of Lucifer and Samael. So basically, um, it in from inner knowledge, it is said that Elohim had a wife. We had a mother god, and they both were married. They were in union, and they had two children. One was named Lucifer, and the other one was Samael. Now, the thing with that is most people in exoteric Christianity, and I'm gonna be doing a video on that as well. And my ancestor, my African, my Kemetic African ancestors asked me to do a video on that, so that will be my next video. But anyway, to make a long story short, um, as I said, excuse me, as I said, in most exoteric Christianity um, beliefs, they believe that Lucifer is considered the devil. But if you actually read the literature word for word using logic, in the Old Testament, in the book of Isaiah, it actually tells you that um, Lucifer um, was a was a it was considered a king, and the name Lucifer is a title, um, which means light giver, light bringer, the bringer of light. Okay, now I've been watching um, RFG's videos for a minute, and he kind of has that high expected authority. So I'm not here to debate anybody's information. I'm just sharing truth from what was given to me. And another thing before I begin this lecture is that I'm not stealing anyone's information. I actually um, do my research, but I don't always depend on Google. Majority of the time, I go from within if I want to find out stuff. And if I want to bring anything historical wise, I'll go on Google and put up pictures to put onto my channel. Or when I want to tell our story, and I might make a video on the difference between history and history versus our story. Hey, that sounds like a good YouTube title. But anyway, our story you have to get from Google and documents and things like that. And you can also go from within and find out what really happened, because as the Bible tells you, and I don't really want to quote it, but that's what we've all been prone to, whether it's the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Hosea, it all says the same thing. Okay, the New Testament was written in Greek and the Old was written in Hebrew. That we know for sure. So our first Bible was written in Hebrew, not Greek. The New Testament was written in Greek, just to let you guys know. But the first Bible to be published was the Gettysburg Bible in 1600. Okay, so now that we got those things out the way, I just want to let everybody know this is coming from my inner source, and God heard what I had asked, because I wanted to know what really happened between Lucifer and Samael, and He gave me the information. He had heard me, and I got the information. All right. So I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm not stealing anybody's information. I actually do my own research, as well as meditate, but I also meditate to find out information that we do not have, since the government, they do not have all the technology about our homeland. And when I talk about our homeland, I mean what's out there in the celestial and in the astral plane. Okay, so let's go from the beginning. The story of Samael and Lucifer. Okay, as it is told from my inner library, it was informed to me that Elohim and Asherah had children, right? Named Lucifer, and Lucifer's name means light bringer, or bringer of light. Okay, and then you had Samael, which is Samael, which means God's poison in Hebrew. Okay, so the inner mythology is that that Lucifer and Samael were brothers. Now, on this dimension, they would say Lucifer is actually what was actually the that Samael was actually the name of Lucifer. But from my uh, understanding, that's incorrect. Lucifer and Samael were two different beings because they came from the same source, but uh, created with two separate consciousness. It was like one angel was like angels are archangels, to be more exact. Archangels are born with certain divinative purposes. Okay, so what we have to understand, overstand, higher stand, and omni stand um, is that Lucifer and Samael are not the same people. If that were true, then my soul star chakra would have never opened. I would have never got those images that I received in my head from my own soul star chakra, and I would have gathered up some information from Google and just did it like everyone else. But anyway, as I said, the story goes on to say that Lucifer and Samael were brothers. Okay, and Elohim, which was God's original name, Elohim. Um, they were Lucifer and Samael's father. Samael, he was the fallen one. Okay, because Elohim could see inside of Samael's heart, and when you know how in the Bible it says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so 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 is he." So basically, whatever you think about yourself, that's how you become. So what I'm trying to say is that God reads the intentions of every. God reads the not just your physical thoughts, but your inner thoughts, the thoughts that come from your soul's heart. That is what he reads the most, because spirits, anything infinite, they don't care about anything in this. They don't care about anything in this dimension unless you bring it to their attention. But other than that, they don't really care about that. I just had to share that. Okay. So as I said, Elohim could see the intentions of both Lucifer and Samael. Now, Samael was one of God's great angels. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. Lucifer was one of God's great angels. And he basically was like a secretary. He made sure things got organized and so on. Now, Samael, on the other hand, he was a very prideful archangel. He didn't care about being a guardian to nobody. He was the one that wanted to be God, not Lucifer. Lucifer knew Lucifer knew righteousness and divinity because he was born of it. So so it wasn't Lucifer that was the one that was chastised. It was Samael, because remember, as I told you, and they were both brothers. They were identical twin brothers. Okay? Two different beings, two different beings with different consciousness, but they came from the same source. We all do, as angelic beings and humans. So Samael, I'm sorry, Lucifer was basically the quiet one. He was like the observer of everything that was going.
Money back in a second.
Yeah, he was basically the observer of everything that was going on. And he was the one that made sure all the angels were doing their job. Samael, on the other hand, when he was in the heavens, he basically was the one that liked to parlay. He liked to party and sing in the choir, and so on and so forth. So when God asked Samael to do work, Samael said, "No, I'm not gonna do what you want me to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and you know what? I'm gonna take it so far as to become you." And this offended Elohim. So what Elohim did was he threw Samael all the way down into the 9 dimensions of treason. Okay? And Samael had so much pride and hatred in his heart toward his brother Lucifer that he became that he started to become angry and bitter towards Lucifer. So he this darkness that Samael had became poisonous. That's why it's not good to hold hatred and bitterness in your heart, because it's considered a toxic. You will never reach infinite love and infinite light if you continue to hold on to negativity. All right, you never want to be a Samael. You really want to be a Luciferian of light instead of a Luciferian of darkness. Now I'm going to explain that side too. So the next chapter is that when Samael was thrown all the way down into the spirit, the lower spirit realm called treason, he came back up. He came back up into the heavens. And when Elohim wasn't around, he had a conversation with his brother Lucifer, and he said to Lucifer, he said, since I can't rule God's kingdom, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cause a lot of chaos and destruction on earth. And and Lucifer was like, no, don't do that, don't do that, because you know what, because you know what you're gonna do. If you do that, then everyone will experience darkness and chaos on the earth. So so what happened was Lucifer had so Samael said, okay, well, if I can't do that, then in order to protect the earth, you have to do something for me. So Lucifer says, what's that? Samael says, you have to give me some of your angelic consciousness. Now, Lucifer was kind of hesitant about it because he said, "No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not sure if I should do that." And then he was like, "Okay, well, I'll just go down to Earth and cause uh, hell, chaos, and destruction." And he's like, "No, don't do that. You you're gonna hurt the people on the earth." And so Lucifer said, "All right, you know what? Fine. I will, I will give you some of my consciousness." And so Lucifer exchanged his Lucifer exchanged his consciousness with Samael. Now, this made Samael worse because in the Gnostic apocryphal text, um, people call Samael Yaldabaoth or Idolabaoth, and it has it that Idolabaoth had light in him. He had light in him, but he was only able to use the light to create things that were physical. Okay, this is where the mythological ideology of evolution came from. Okay, now when you create something that's spiritual, it's called involution. That which is manifested from the inside, not necessarily from the inside, but from thought and inner consciousness. Okay, because we are all energy. Okay, that is what we have to understand. So in order for the earth to be protected, Lucifer had to become evil to in order to prevent the earth from experiencing Samael and having Samael cause chaos and destruction here on this planet. Now, here's the other part of the story. The other part of the story is that Elohim, being that he has psychic abilities, which we all have the same consciousness as he does. Elohim found out about what Lucifer and Samael were talking about. And before Elohim could say anything, Lucifer walks up to his father Elohim and he says, "Dad, I gave some of my consciousness to Samael, And Elohim says, "Why did you do it?" Lucifer said that Samael was having intentions on um, bringing chaos and destruction to Earth. So, in order for me to protect planet Earth, I I had to have some of Samael's consciousness. Now remember, Samael and Lucifer are brothers. Okay, they're not the same people. These are two different entities because they were created for two different divine purposes. All right. Darkness is divine too because, in the most simplest way that I can put it, is that when uh when you're born and you come into this earth, you know you're not, when you're a baby, you're not born knowing the divine knowledge. Not unless there's images already placed in your head to where you know that, then God bless you. But no child is born knowing divine knowledge at such an early age. He has to learn how to breathe first before he could use his brain. So his heart is his first mind, his physical heart. Right? Um so when God found this out, he he said, "Okay, Lucifer, since you did this, I'm not going to I'm not going to punish you, but what I am going to make you do is be an overseer for the planet." Now Lucifer's job is to basically be like the Grim Reaper. Um, if you if you do wrong, you go to hell, or you experience your own hell, because from a metaphysical standpoint, we all know that hell um, is a state of consciousness. Hell only becomes a reality. It only becomes a physical reality unless you believe it is. Okay? So, um, if so, if you do bad, Lucifer becomes a devil, a Samael. Okay? If you do good, you get to see him in his true angelic form, and you also get to see Elohim, other high councils, so on and so forth. So basically, he would be like uh like I said, he's an overseer and a guide. So I say all that to say this: Lucifer was never evil to begin with. He he only became evil because of the choice that he made with his brother Samael. And Samael became poisonous because he had a heart of pride. Okay? So that that is that is the truth about Lucifer and Samael. Lucifer is not a bad. He's not a negative uh, archangel, as everybody would claim and debate to be. Um, I know the truth for myself. I've actually channeled Lucifer, and the only reason why I wasn't drained by him is because I had true knowledge about him. But like when I would channel Lucifer for other people, they would feel drained, and it was only because they have it perceived in their mind that Lucifer is evil. What I can tell you from my own personal experience is that Lucifer is somewhat sarcastic, but in all, he's really a good archangel. The only reason why he would be sarcastic when I channeled him is because he has Orion energy. Any star seed from Orion, we're good teachers. We're very intelligent, but it's like we can be very confident. We can be very we can be very confident, very prideful. Um, I mean, I can't remember all the information about Orion starseeds. I just know from what I remember. Okay. But yeah, that my friends is the truth about Lucifer and Samael, and I'm going to be posting two pictures of both Lucifer and Samael towards the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture. Next video, I'm going to be exposing exoteric Christianity. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna really expose it. I'm gonna show I'm gonna show the cons and the pros of it. Now the reason why I said cons and pros first and not pros and cons is because it is because European Christians stole both formats of Christianity from ancient Kemet, ancient Ikukta, as the mortals would call it, and I'm going to be explaining that next video, and I'm also going to be doing a longer video as to why I'm not Christian in that same video. So either not tomorrow, but Friday, I'm going to be showing the pros and cons of Christianity, and what's the difference between exoteric and esoteric Christianity, and why I defend esoteric Christianity more than the one I was raised in, which is exoteric. So I'm going to be explaining that all on Thursday, and I have more videos after that. All right, y'all. This is Devin Harris, aka Tiger 4161, and as I say in all of my new videos now, put 3 stars in your heart. That's love, knowledge, and wisdom, and love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, then how in the heck are you gonna love anybody else? Alright? Peace. Hotep.